Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a kind of get my makeup ready with me and my about me video at the same time. Sorry in advance, and I'm probably going to say this like 3 times of course within the video, that it's so long, but I feel like there's just different things that I kind of go into depth about that are, or just not, they're probably like a yes or no question, and I'm over here rambling about like my life story or something. But I mean, it's a good way to get to know me if you don't know me and want to save the time rather than asking me all these questions when you can just hear them out. So other than that, if you want to see how I got this look as well as find out a little bit about myself, go ahead and continue watching. If I didn't cover anything, or you kind of want to know something that I didn't, like I said, that I didn't cover, go ahead and drop them in the comments below, or go ahead and add me on Instagram. I will add my username somewhere around here, but honestly, I'm on Instagram just as probably the only thing I've actually, I mean, I have like Snapchat. I don't really use it. But Instagram, that's like my me space. So yeah, so go ahead and add me on there. Let's be friends. But other than that, we're gonna jump into the video and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so to start this about me video, I did write down a few things that I felt that you guys maybe would want to know. If not, well then you're gonna know them either way. So there you go. Alright, and also, if I get sidetracked or stop talking while I'm doing makeup, it's just I'm not good at focusing. So sorry, we're gonna make this not, I mean, well, it's gonna be a long video, I feel, because one, there's like a lot of things, and two, I take forever with my makeup, so sorry. And then, oh, as you can see, I decided to record in my living room today. My old ass couches. No shame. But yeah, I just, and the lighting's just, I feel like it's so much better out here versus in the room. Okay, so, anywho, let's cut to the chase. So first up, obviously, my first middle name and last name would be Isabel Guadalupe Munoz. I know, couldn't have been any more Mexican. But I'm not ashamed. I literally, most people don't even know my middle name, because well, one, I really don't tell them, but like during, as odd as it sounds, like anytime I get an awards or graduation or things like that, I do let them use my middle name just because it just makes me feel special in a way, like that's you, embrace it. So yeah, that's my name. Let's see, and I'm looking down because my sheet's down here, just it's easier than like holding it up and holding everything. Alright, so where was I born? Where did I grow up? So, I was born at, or in, I should say in, the Moreno Valley Hospital. But no, I did not grow up in Moreno Valley, obviously. I did, or we did, my family, I should say, moved quite a lot. Not a lot, but I mean, we moved. I went to a few different schools, so I didn't really, I don't want to say I stuck around at one place too long to really grow up, but if I had to say, I did grow up in, obviously I'm from California, if you didn't know. I did grow up in the Paris area, Paris, California, if you guys are familiar with that. It's like right in the middle between like Riverside and Temecula area. And yeah, it's about where I grew up. It definitely changed over the years. I mean, I currently live in Paris, so obviously I ended up back here, so yeah. So next up, let's see, your birthday. Oh yeah. So I am currently, or just turned 23 in May, and my birthday is actually May 29th, so I am a Gemini, just in case you wanted to know that too. And let's see, I'm trying to like work this in. I'm trying to use less makeup than what I'm used to, only because I feel like my skin has been clearing up so much, and I finally think I found like the routine I want to stick with, as well as the secret to why my skin was acting up. And to be honest with you, it was something so stupid, like I knew I should have been doing this a long time ago, but I thought that was a reason behind like my breaking out, and it wasn't. So if you're not using toner and you're breaking out, I recommend trying that and see if it helps, because believe it or not, it helped me so much. Like my pores shrunk, like my little zits and everything, they're not as huge as they used to be. It's not super red. I mean, the only thing I really got to work on right now is just, well, obviously still keep going with the routine, and definitely just getting rid of any like dark marks. But yeah, just a little random tip, throwing that out there. Okay, let's see. So let's see a little bit about my family. Well, I'm Mexican, so there's a lot of us. But yeah, I actually grew up around. Actually, I feel like I am a very family person. I grew up like it was like me and my cousins. We lived with my grandma, my uncles, and everything. Like we are still close and everything. It's just obviously all of us grew up went our own way. But I was really thankful for that. Like it was so fun, like being able to go to school with like your family members. Most people would probably like not like that, or be like just weirded out of that. Like oh, you know, everybody in freaking the family. I do. So I thought it was really cool to go to school with my family. And then as for siblings, we'll go in smaller to my little circle of family. I obviously, so it was always just me, my mom, and my sister. I do obviously have one sister as well as one brother from my dad. And we don't call each other like, oh, step brothers or brother or something. There's not the word for it, but we really don't see each other as that. We just, like me and my sister, we just see him as like our brother, regardless of who, where, what he came from. So yeah, so I have one sister, one brother. They're both younger than me, so I am the oldest. And then as for family, of course, well, my boyfriend would be considered part of my family now, because obviously we've been together for so long. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, or don't know about me, or don't know me at all in my personal life, obviously I have been with Mr. Nicholas for coming on 6 years in January, so you can do the math from there. So yeah, it's been a really long time. What inspires you? Huh. There's a lot of things that actually inspire me. I feel like I'm a very I'm very easily inspired. Like I can just see someone do one great thing, I'm like, oh, I want to go do that, or I just want that, or whatever it may be. So I feel like I'm pretty inspired very easily. But definitely what inspires me to keep going, like even like on my downest days, would definitely be, you know, my family, my immediate, like smaller family, like my mom, my sister. Only because, like I said, I am the oldest, so I feel like I have to show, you know, my younger sister and my mom, well, I gotta show my mom, one, I got it, and I gotta show my younger sister, hey, you know, you fall, you get up, just keep going, don't stop. And I really don't have like an icon or somebody like famous that I look up to or see as an example. I actually see like the smaller crowd going on, like I'm actually been reading some like inspirational books, hearing like audio books and stuff like that, just stuff on YouTube, just to kind of keep me going, pretty much keeps me on track of where I want to be, my goals, things like that. I actually want to go back to school in fall, to start taking like my prerequisites that I need to get into a registered nurse program, because I do want to keep moving up in the medical field. I really, ever since I was younger, honestly, like even if I actually found like my first grade book about, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up, I said a doctor, but I mean, hey, I was shooting for the stars then. I maybe don't want to be a doctor now. Don't really like all that pressure and stuff like that. My memory is not so hot, so yeah. But I mean, I do want to go back to school. Like I said, I eventually want to go for like, I think it's like my bachelor's of science, and potentially, it's a thought in my head, but want to go for like my doctorates, for to be like maybe like a nurse practitioner at least. I mean, don't get me wrong, like being able to help somebody, like be a part of saving lives, like that's another thing that made me want to go and definitely went into the medical field. Is like ever since my grandma had passed away, like seeing everybody like help, like I was super freaking grateful. Like I, like in my ways, like literally after the whole entire event, like I thought to myself, I'm like, how can I give back to like those people that helped me, help my family, get everybody get through. Like that's where I want to be. I want to be somebody who can help others and maybe like lift them up when they can't, like something just inspirational. Just like I said, I have just so many things and stuff that I want to do, and I'm young, so I have so much time right now. So if you're young and you feel like you're old as fuck, probably not, dude. Probably not. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm easily inspired by different things. My family definitely inspires me. Nick always, you know, pushes me to keep going. Even like if he is down, he always reminds me, you know, hey, you know, just go. Keep going. Keep going. So yeah, I feel like that was a long one. Sorry. That's only like railed off into something completely crazy. But yeah, I have a lot of things that inspire me. That's all. That's just, I just feel like I am. I don't ever like, I don't feel like I'm a quitter. It just doesn't, I just don't have that in me, my blood. Sorry. I don't. But okay, next on. What are a few of your biggest accomplishments? Oh, I mean, I feel like, sorry, I'm like struggling to freaking open this right now. I have a few different accomplishments. Just, it depends what you define as like big. An accomplishment is an accomplishment. I mean, not everybody can do what someone else can do. But, one of my biggest accomplishments, obviously one was being able to move out and be able to live on my own. I mean, yes, it's a struggle sometimes, not easy. Some months are harder than the others, but at the end of the day, like, I'm grateful for what I have. What I don't have, obviously, I'm surviving without it. But yeah, my biggest accomplishment would be definitely moving out, living on my own. Definitely know my accomplishments, being able to get a car on your own without having like someone co-sign for you or give you money or things like that. Like that made me feel a little bit more independent. Definitely helped me through like the whole growing process. Like it just makes you feel really good about yourself, knowing that you did this on your own. You didn't need anybody to help you, so no one can be able to go about bragging like, oh, I helped her or him do this or that, whatever. It's a good feeling. It's like, oh, it's one less thing you have to worry about, one less thing you have to hear. So that was a good one. Definitely, obviously, going back to school, that was a huge accomplishment for me because I was totally doubting myself. I was pretty much like, in high school, I didn't feel I was like so good, but I feel like I didn't really push myself, I should say, to the best of my ability. So when I went back to college, that was a huge accomplishment, being able to graduate, you know, with like the extra stuff that I did and stuff like that. Like that was good. So yeah, definitely those things would be my top accomplishments right now. But as with school and everything, just so you guys know, I am actually currently, excuse me, like burping here. I'm currently a medical assistant, so that's what I went to school for. I went to UEI College in Riverside. It is a good school for anybody who wants to know or has any questions. Drop them down in the comment box below or hit me up on Instagram. I do get more questions on my Instagram, so I mean either or, I'll answer them for you. But yeah, I went to UEI to be a medical assistant. It wasn't the first thing that I wanted to, like I said, before even thinking of doing medical assistant, I actually wanted to go jump straight into the registered nurse, like just a normal community college to do registered nursing. But I knew I had to take my prerequisites, and like I said, that stuff just makes me nervous. Like that's probably the only time I'd ever had doubts. It's like, oh, it's like before like a test or something. Like am I able to do this? It's just, it's difficult for me. Until actually I have to do some type of motivation to push me to, sorry, I'm just checking this real quick. I have to do some type of motivational thinking, writing, just to help me, give me the extra push. I mean, everybody can tell me, you know, hey, you can do this, you know, you got this, you whatever. But if you just don't feel it, you don't feel it. So that's probably the only reason why I haven't, or I didn't just go straight jump into community college. The medical assisting program was a lot easier, so I felt like it was just an easier chance for me to just start in the medical field and then kind of build upon that. And then also too, like, I was, during the time I was talking to my cousin about it, because she was going to a program ready for medical assisting. But yeah, to be honest, it was totally worth it. I recommend anybody, you know, who doesn't want to go full force. Medical assisting, it's not hard, but don't do it just because you want to do something. Actually be inspired, because then I've seen so many people go to school and don't finish it because that's not what they wanted. And believe me, I was one of those. When I was, how old was I? I think I was like 17 or just turned 18 or something, and that's when I jumped into cosmetology school, and I didn't have a job. I couldn't even afford it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But luckily it closed down. It was Maranello, by the way, so I didn't have to pay my loans. So that was cool. But yeah, definitely don't jump into something that you don't know or what you want. It just, because you're not going to want to do it, and it's going to be hard, and not hard, but just you won't be as motivated to finish or inspired or just things like that. Okay, let's see. I feel like I wrote this so tiny knowing I can't see. Alright, so biggest fear. Well, that one just freaking jumped like way off topic from like being up here and shit. But my biggest fear, well, it depends. Well, my biggest fear is, one, definitely not being able to push myself as far as I know I can go. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely, as for fears, like basic fears though, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm afraid of the dark. Like, you lock me somewhere in the dark, that's my weakest point that you'd see me. You ever want to get me back, lock my ass up somewhere dark, and it's a wrap for me. I'd give up. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm like slightly afraid of heights. It just depends. Like Ferris wheels, they go super slow, so it's kind of hard for me just to like calm down. Some roller coasters I can do that. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's anxious for everybody who goes on a roller coaster. Like if it's going up like slow, I'm like freaking out inside. I'm gonna lie. I am gonna lie and be like, oh, I'm fine. No, I'm probably fucking like crying during the entire time up. But as soon as it goes, I'm cool. Like, I'm straight. I do love theme parks. It's one thing to help with my fear. I guess that keeps me going. But it doesn't really bug me that much. Other fears, I mean, just bugs. Like, I don't like bugs. It weirds me out. They're gross. They always bite me. I don't like it. It's just, I don't do bugs. Other than that, yeah, I don't have a lot of like major things that I'm afraid of. My family didn't allow us to be afraid. I'm just kidding, but no, yeah, just random things. That's about it. I'm not really like really afraid of that much stuff. But they're the little things that I am afraid of. Obviously, it may be relatable to some people, maybe not. Alrighty, so jumping down. These I totally wrote these not even like making any sense. Like, they don't go like in order or in a pattern or anything. Wow, Isabel. Wow. Let's see. We're gonna do. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm even gonna do today to begin with. But I don't know. I'm kind of just working here. I'm using the same palette as I did like. It was my last video? No, my last makeup tutorial is the Morphe one. the Nature Glow palette. I honestly, I love this palette. Like, it's so versatile. Like, especially for like skin tones like mine, even with any skin tone really, but like you just can't go wrong with it. All right, so next thing down, who is your favorite actor and actress? Oh, I suck at names, dude. I know I just suck at remembering people's names. But actor off the bat, like hands down, definitely Will Ferrell. Like, my boyfriend knows this. Like, I even said, like, and hopefully he lives on forever, if he ever dies, I am getting him tattooed on me. Even probably before that. I just don't got the funds for a tattoo right now. But I am definitely getting him tatted on me. Just because, like, he's hilarious. Like, there's no dumb movie that you can name that he has been in. And if he's in it, it's probably, and if he's in it and it is dumb, it's probably because of somebody else, okay? Just reminding you. But yeah, he is hands down favorite. Actress, sorry. As for actress, I don't know her name, like I said, I don't know her freaking name. She's the one that plays in The Vow. She recently played in that movie, I think it's like Game Day, something where they're playing games. Like, oh, and everybody knows from the freaking Notebook, her. She's my favorite. Like, she's hilarious. Yeah, I like her acting. She can be serious. She can be like hella funny. Like, there's no going wrong with her either. So yeah, those are my top two. Let's see. Type of music I listen to. Ooh. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm not a really picky person when it comes to music. I listen to about just everything. I know what you're going to say. Everybody listens to that. Do you listen to this? Do you listen to that? So, my bad. But I pretty much listen to everything except something in a language that I don't understand, obviously. I don't listen to, like, hardcore rock, metal, stuff like that. And if I do, it's probably because I'm drinking with Nick. But, I mean, I can listen to the whole country thing, hip-hop, rap, things like that. To be honest, so I'm not feeling like any of these new, like, hip-hop rap songs. Like, I can't. So, right now, like, if I don't ever like music, the music that I know I can go straight into that I'm not going to have a problem, EDM. Easy. It's not, like, there's not a dumb song where I can get outplayed of, or they have dumbass lyrics or something. Like, no. Like, it's my go-to when I don't know what to listen to or anything like that. But yeah, honestly, I'm not really picky with music. I listen to just about anything and everything. Very open about it. If somebody tells me it's good, obviously they thought it was good for a reason, so I take into account. I'll try to listen to it. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm not super picky. We're going back to the basics now. Favorite color. Okay. So, this is an easy one for most of you guys. I feel like everybody knows my favorite color, because this is like, it's a basic thing that, I don't know, it's just, I feel like everybody knows everybody's color, because that's like it's a very cheesy question to ask somebody, like, when you're talking to them. But just so if you want to know, my favorite color is blue. And pretty much I can do any shade of blue. And second favorite color, not that I'd wear it, but sometimes I would, obviously, depends on the season, is actually orange. And I shot for orange because another, like, me being me thing, because nobody really liked orange. Orange was a little neglected color at the time when I remember asking people, like, oh, their favorite colors and things like that. Yeah, our little orange friend was neglected. So I went for that just because I feel like nobody really liked it, so I would be able to, you know, stand out, be different or something. So yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm like trying to blend this in without like having this block the camera. So yeah. I'm just so sorry that this video is going to be so long. I'm telling you, I get sidetracked. Like, once I start talking like I am now, I don't get to finish what I was doing initially. Where's that brush? Okay, so favorite season favorite season and clothing. My favorite season, definitely, like, without a doubt, like, I love, like, the fall and winter time. Like, I love cold weather. Like, my AC right now is set to, like, 69 or 70. Like, I love the cold. And I'm able to wear, like, a tank top still and be fine. I love the cold, and definitely, I love fall and winter fashion just so much because it's so many different, like, layers. You're able to do different things, where it's summertime, you don't want to wear fucking clothes. Like, it's too hot. Alright, jump into the next thing. Favorite things to do to pass time. Oh god, dude, that's all I do is pass time. Like, I don't ever do stuff on time like I'm supposed to. Like, what time is there now? 3:41. Oh wait, and I'll have to go drive to pick up Nicholas. Yes. The favorite things to do to pass time, definitely one, I'm on YouTube so much, it's ridiculous. I'm constantly watching things, watching, like, DIY things, how to do stuff, tips, things, like, I'm always on YouTube. I mean, well, I'm on YouTube, I think, a lot, too, just because, one, I don't have, like, cable. I just have, like, subscriptions, like Netflix and Hulu, just things like that. I'm honestly on a downtime, and it depends, too, because, like, if it's a downtime and it's super loud, I'm not able to concentrate very easily, so it depends on things. Like, if it's quiet, or if it's just, like, me and Nick or something, he can watch TV, like, I'm able to, like, read my books and stuff like that. Like, I love to read. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably know, like, I'm always, not always talking about it, but you'll catch me, like, oh, like, posting, like, on my story, like, a book part or something, or just something about it. But I do love to read, so if you guys ever want, like, a fine, cheap gift, a book, like, I'm not picky, like, any book. Like, I actually have, like, one book, like, lined up that I'm ready, or getting ready to read. I still have to finish. I'm actually, just to let you know, if you want to know, I'm reading 2 books right now. One is, what is the name of it? You Are a Badass. I think so. I don't know what the author is. But I actually seen it walking through Barnes and Nobles the other day. And it was, like, the self-help section, like, motivational stuff. Like I said, I am going through, like, a whole motivational phase right now. So I thought, like, being able to get something that's more modern, like, modern inspirational is kind of cool. And the other book I am reading is Outlander. Yeah, and then another thing I like to do is, like, draw my downtime too. But that's when I have to have, like, a lot of time. Let's see, let's jump into another color. So I think I want to just do we're just gonna go straight in for this deep orange right now and see. Like, I feel like I don't know if I'm too close or too far. I want you guys to be able to kind of see my face. Okay, so gosh, I kind of feel like I've covered, like, not everything, obviously, but yeah. But I mean, random things off the top of my head, just because I'm tired of looking at that paper. Like, favorite movies. I love comedies. Like, I love comedies. Like, I just can't say it enough. Like, if anybody knows me, and if you really know me, I should say, and you're gonna put a movie on for me, you're gonna know that I want to watch something funny. Like, there's nothing, you can't go wrong with a funny movie. Like, for anybody who's, like, single, if you want to land your man or girl, throw on something funny. Even if she's a chick, she don't want to watch romantic. Like, I couldn't stand romantic movies for the longest time. Like, now I can do romantic comedy, but it has to have, like, comedy in there. But I love comedy movies. Like, everybody loves to laugh. If you don't like to laugh, you're just weird. But I love comedy movies. Okay, let's see. Ooh, random fact, I guess. Not random fact, but just to know, like, literally, the movie that's in, like, our Xbox right now is actually Elf. And it has been in there for like months just because like I love, like I said, one, I love Will Ferrell. I love wintertime. And I love that it's like funny to me. Like Elf is just, it's a good movie. Like if you haven't seen it, because I believe me, there's like people out there who like, when I'd say like, oh, what's your favorite movie? And I hear people say like Elf, I'm like, no, it's so funny, so mine. But like people like low key or high key, I should say, don't even know what that is. Like they haven't even watched it. And I love that, like my family members too, like my aunt, like she loves Elf. It's like, and that's another thing with me. I feel like I watch a lot of kid movies. My mom didn't really expose us, not that it was a bad thing, but she doesn't expose us to like crazy ass movie, freaking murder scenes. Like we were kids, you know, they raised us. I feel how most people should be raising their kids, like, oh, don't watch this because you're not old enough. So we didn't watch it. No. And then, let's see. I'm going to add this shimmer to my eye. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's like the burnt orange shimmer. Just to give this, like, ooh, there we go. Just to give it some type of, I really don't know what I was going with this goal, what kind of eye look it would be, but like, I just like matte colors and then like shimmer on the shade, just so it gives a little bit, like, you know, of that glam look. Okay. But yeah, if there's something that I didn't cover here that you guys would like to know about me, I'm not shy, so just go ahead and ask. Just don't be weird, okay? That's all I ask. But yeah, let's see, what else? Oh, I guess favorite food. I feel like this is like 21 questions all over. But favorite foods, ooh, I love spicy foods. I love, like, doesn't matter what country it's from. If it's spicy, I'll probably eat it. Like, I just love spicy foods. But wings are definitely one of my top favorite foods. Pastas, or any Italian food, really. Those are like my favorite. Like, I can't go wrong with it. What else? So this is what we got going so far. I mean, it's not much, but I didn't want it to be very much. I just want to do like a burnt orange smoky eye kind of. Just because I feel like it's appropriate for the summertime. And it could be appropriate in the wintertime too. Just depends on what you're wearing and how you wear it. Sorry, I gotta turn this way just because the lighting is a little bit more even on this side. Okay. My eyes itchy. Let's see if I wrote anything down different. Answering these questions were a lot quicker than I had imagined, so I feel like I'm actually doing my brows off camera only because this can probably take another like 15 minutes and I'm not really trying to do that. So we're gonna jump back. Just give me a second. As soon as these babies are on, we're coming back. Hold on. Alrighty, welcome back again. Eyebrows are on. So, as I was doing that, of course I got a little hungry, so I'm gonna go grab a snack. And then it made me think, what was my favorite snack? And I would have to say definitely for chips, it'd be Takis. For candy, it's the Hershey's Cookies and Cream candy bar. I like Twix as well. I don't like anything that has nuts. I don't like peanuts or anything like that. And like for random, honestly, like, I'm not a picky person when it comes to like snacking. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, I eat freaking healthy carrots and peanut butter or something. Like, no. I literally go grab whatever there is. Just munch on it. Like, literally right now, I'm eating freaking, what is it? Saltine crackers. I love saltine crackers. I don't mind them. Alright, so I was like literally going or trying to think of like other questions, but then it's like when you want to think of something, you end up drawing a blank. So that's what's going on. So I grabbed the tablet and Googled a few about me questions. And honestly, the stuff they have on here, like, is so random. Like, have I ever gotten a ticket for driving? Like, does somebody really want to know that? And if you really do want to know that, no? I mean, well, out of the entire time I've been driving at least since I've turned 16, I've only gotten a fix-it ticket. And that was, like, literally recently, like, a few weeks ago. So, let's see. I'm trying to do my mascara without, like, messing it up. But I need to buy new mascara. This mascara I've been using, like, I absolutely love. I didn't think I'd be able to find, like, another drugstore mascara that I really like. But this would be it. I mean, it's not cool when it's, like, running low. Running low and, like, the little bristles are, like, poking your eye. Then that hurts. And it has a hint of, like, coconut to it, and that's actually because it actually has some type of coconut extract in there. I forgot what type of coconut or what it's used for in there, but it just smells so good. And, like, I can literally, like, once I'm done with my makeup, I could just smell it, like, for a few hours, and then obviously I forget what it is, or not, I don't forget what it is, but I end up, you know, doing something and then just getting distracted from it. Okay, so I'm telling you, these questions are so random, but I feel like I'm obligated to answer something because I just feel like don't have anything to talk about me, then I'm just doing my makeup at this point. But the next question says, am I creative? I would like to think so, yes. I feel like sometimes I have ideas that some people don't have, or to use something in a way that most people, you know, won't. It's different thoughts, different inspiration for people, like whether they want to, like, put their imagination. And I feel like I have a great imagination, like, and me and my boyfriend were just talking about that the other day. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is the biggest pain in the ass in the world for me. Another random tip. We're doing makeup either way, so. If I ever get mascara on my skin, I'm not saying you should do this too, but I mean, I've heard it from somebody else and it actually works. Don't go in when it's all wet like this and start rubbing it or trying to get it off, because it's just gonna smear it. Actually let it dry a little bit, and then what I'll use, like, even my finger, I literally, like, just put pressure on it and lift it back up, and it lifts with it like a stamp. It's so weird. But yeah, just hold off on trying to get it off. Let it dry up first, because then it's, like I said, it's just gonna smear. It's gonna get black all over. It's gonna look weird. So don't do it. And if you have any tips about when this happens, tell me down below what you do to get them off. Let everybody know. Like, we need to know. Share, if you know something, share it. If you have the gold, share it. And I feel, honestly, and totally random, I mean, because I feel like this jumps back into, like, my inspiration, future goals, things like that. Don't get me wrong, like, money is the motivation. Like, if someone tells me, hey, you could be making this much money versus, like, what you do now, I'll go for it. Like, and that's, I mean, like I said, I love people. I'm very inspired to be rich nerd, but then come to find out, like, how much they make, like, it's good money. Like, it's great money. Like, if something were to happen and heaven forbid I be by my lonesome self alone, I'd be living great, I feel like. So I feel like, I mean, anything that brings some type of income in, if it's a learning experience, I'm doing it. Because, one, you can't go wrong learning something new, and then everybody likes just the extra bucks, so it's like a 2-for-1. Sorry that this thing keeps getting in the way. I just can't see that far. And I don't really want to get this all over my lower lashes or lower lash lid. If that makes sense. I'm about to give up right now because my freaking mascara is running low. Let's see. Ooh, this one's funny. Or not really funny, but I find it funny. Am I neat or messy? I am not gonna lie, I'm super messy, but I want to be neat. I do. I just feel like I have the idea in my mind. I know I can picture everything. It's just I don't know how to apply it in a way where it becomes neat. Like, so, like, me and organization, we're good for about a week. And then every week I feel like I constantly, like Thursdays, that's why it's kind of hard for me to make videos. Not that it's an excuse or nothing, but it's like Thursdays, my main thing on my to-do list is knock out the cleaning. Like, I want it organized, I want everything in its place. But I'm kind of slow at the same time. Like, I don't rush into it because then I just get irritated and bored and just, it doesn't end up being how I want it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty messy person. Like, my clothes are on the floor right now. Knowing that, you know, instead of being on my phone, I should go and put them away, but I don't know what it is. I just don't have the motivation for that. But I guarantee if somebody said, hey, do this, go pick up your clothes for $5, I'd probably do it. But I don't have that little, like, motivation going right now. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is the personal about me questions. We're getting personal. Do I curse a lot? Oh my god, yes. Like, I try not to do it on here. Because I guess it's like a rule or something. But no, I do. I cuss a lot. Like, it's bad. Like, I remember, like, when I first got with my boyfriend, and he tells me this all the time. Like, I tried so hard not to cuss, and I actually did really, really good. And then I started getting comfortable with him, of course, and then that's when it all kind of came out again. And, like, even till this day, he always tells me, he goes, like, why do you, like, cuss so much? Like, you never used to do that when we got together. When in reality, it's because I kept it on the low. But, I do, and it's bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I curse a lot. Like, okay, let's see. How do I show someone that I love them? Definitely, obviously, it's affection. Duh. But I'm the type of person that not that money buys love, but I love to show somebody that I love them by getting them things that they like. Like, obviously, for some of you that know, like, Nick smokes, like, I like getting him something that obviously does whatever, pretty much in which favors his likes or interests. Like, I like to do that because, not to sound like weird or nothing, but, like, if somebody shows me they love me, like, the random thing's cute, but, like, if they come genuinely with something like if somebody buys me, like, oh, I bought this gift for you, you know, out of random, it's a book, like, I love books, like, awesome. Somebody comes with a little bag of makeup, like, oh my gosh, like, you know me, like, it's just little things where just, like, especially, like, on birthdays when they give you something, like, my sister got me, a backpack from the night before Christmas, it has Sally on it, and it's, like, it's just little things like that, or not little, it's gray back, it's actually huge, I love it, but, like, it's things when someone takes the time to know you, and they give you something of your interest, I don't know, it just makes me feel like, oh, they genuinely, you know, listen out to me, they love me, yada, yada, yada. So that's what I feel like when I give back to somebody. I like to give them something that they like. And even if I don't know what you like, then it's a little harder from there. But it depends. Do I like to be affectionate in public? No, I don't actually. And I think this jumps back into the topic about how I was raised. Like, when you're with your significant other, you don't do all that, like, touchy in front of, especially your family. Like, you just don't do that. They just thought, my family just thought it was disgusting, and I feel like I just jumped on the bandwagon with them just because of that. It's like your beliefs when you grow up with somebody. What is one thing that I would not tolerate in a relationship? Oh, this is a hard one. There's actually a lot of shit that irritates me sometimes. But then again, everything just jumps back into your beliefs. Like, I grew up with my mom, and she was a single mother, and it showed me, you know, not to take shit from anybody. Like, if you don't like it, or if they're pissing you off, like, let them know. Like, and Nick hears it from me all the time. Like, I feel so bad sometimes knowing that. I'm like, calm down, Isabel, you know, it's nothing. You're just crazy. But I just don't like to take shit. I really don't. Like, if something's bugging me, I'm gonna tell you, unless you're like, unless I'm not comfortable with you. Well, it just depends. Like, if we're in public, I try my best to be like the bigger person, the nicer, like, you know, let it go off or go away or something. But, and honestly, it just depends. But I don't tolerate, I feel like we just totally jumped off topic. Sorry, my leg's cramping. I just don't tolerate the way, like, especially, like, I feel like it's a transition nowadays. Not really transition, but sometimes, like, this tradition or whatever you want to call it is still around, where the woman has to do everything and the husband, you know, just goes to work, come home, relax. Like, no, that does not work for me. Like, especially if I'm working too. No, because then what the fuck is the difference? Like, I feel like there's no, like, something his and her should do. Like, the good thing about Nick, like, he loves to cook, and most guys don't want to cook. They expect that to be like a woman's job. Like, no, I love that about him, that he can do this, or I can do this, or just vice versa, whatever it can be. Like, I just don't tolerate, like, old school habits, just things like that. But yeah, I mean, basic stuff that, you know, people would piss people off in a relationship kind of thing. But nothing exaggerated. That's probably the only thing that I won't let slide with anybody. Like, we're not doing this old school his, hers, she does this, he does this kind of thing. No, it doesn't work that way. What habit do I have now that you wish you started much earlier? The habit of freaking actually applying myself more now than I did before. Like I said, I feel like I didn't push myself as much as I could have. Sorry, my hair's irritating me. So that's what I wish I kind of would have knew, pretty much give myself. I mean, I feel like that's with every girl growing up, like, especially in high school. Like, there's so many different things, or growing up still, that you want to be like somebody, or vice versa. You don't have that self-confidence, self-motivation, things like that. What are some of the best vacations I've had? Honestly, every vacation I've had actually we went as a family, like my cousins, my uncles, my grandma, my mom, my aunts. Like, we went squad the fuck up. Like, and honestly, we went to so many places. Like, I'm blessed to have, like, my uncle take, you know, us out and everything like that. Like, we went all the way to, like, we did all of NorCal. We drove all the way up there too, so we took, like, the scenic route, of course, stopped at different things, freaking, there's nothing I probably, like, wish I would have changed or done or anything like that. Like, he took us to, like, San Francisco, freaking, he took us to different camping trips. Like, I don't remember, like, a boring time as a kid. I mean, other than, you know, everybody was staying home, cleaning, yada yada, but, like, it was worth it, like, just to go on those, like, vacations, especially when you get to go with your family. You just seeing all these pictures, like, all of us just look so happy. Like, that's awesome to me. Even, like, the little ones, like, when we'd go to, like, San Diego or something and have, like, the weekends at the beach, like, or, like, stay the night, or just different things. Like, it's awesome. Like, he brought us to, like, freaking, like, penthouses and shit like that, like, the top of the line freaking hotels, just a bunch of different things. Like, I'm glad I got to experience that, because now it just gives me, like, an idea of what to do, like, when your future kids, or what I get to show Nick, or just things like that. Like, I get to, like, carry it on pretty much, and I'm excited for that. Do I snore? Yes, I actually do snore, and it's gotten better actually, that was my biggest thing, like, when I moved in with Nick, like, because I knew I snore because I have tonsils still and everything. That's another fun fact. I haven't got my tonsils out. And those suckers are huge, and they do disrupt my sleeping. Like, it was bad. Like, I remember being little and, like, you're little and you're snoring. Like, that's not good. But sometimes I'll snore and sometimes I won't. It just kind of depends on the day. But it has improved, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I mean, after a while, it's like, when you're with somebody, some stuff doesn't bother anybody anymore. But when you're brand new to them, it's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sure his ass is making, like, mad fucking fun of me, but it's okay. I made fun of him too, so it's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would I say I am? It depends on the moment. Like, I suck, I'm not gonna lie, I suck at storytelling. Like, if somebody tells me a story and I try to, like, tell another person that, it just doesn't seem funny. And then on top of it, like, when I come home from work and I tell Nick, like, something funny that had happened, it just doesn't, and at the time, like, at work, like, it's, like, hilarious. Like, I'm laughing so loud. And then I get home and tell Nick, and he's not even, like, budging, like, a corner of his, like, smile or nothing. I'm like, okay, I guess it was just me. But, if I had to scale it, I'd probably say a 5. I'm not, like, super hilarious, like, as I would want to be, I guess. I don't know, it just depends. Like, if we're cracking jokes and somebody, like, sometimes it'll accidentally slip up, not even purposely. So yeah, it just kind of depends. But I don't feel like I'm out here, like, making jokes with somebody, like, trying to make them laugh. I can't do it. What the hell is this question? If I had a giraffe that I needed to hide, where would I hide it? I would definitely... And it's so funny, like, after I read this question, like, within a second, I instantly, like, had my answer. I'm just gonna tell you, and don't make fun of it, because it's just an idea, it's a thought. But because of my apartments and how it works, like, I'd probably paint the giraffe brown, like a tree trunk, just because I have a lot of trees right here. And then put, like, a little, like, cage wire thing around it. It says, like, don't touch it because it's, like, a personal tree or something. I don't know, just to make sure nobody fucks with it. But that's how I would hide a giraffe, honestly. And probably actually put trees around it so it would blend in. But then again, in the sunlight, I don't think it's gonna work out that good. I was thinking at night, so there you go, see? What's the worst thing I've eaten out of politeness? I think any food that I don't like, I probably ate it out of politeness. Like, but for the most part, like I said, I'm not really picky with food. I actually love food. So I'd probably had tried it because I really wanted to, and if it wasn't good, then it's my fault for trying it. But then again, it's a person's cooking it's fault. But I mean, everything's different for everybody, so I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Never have I ever questions. Ooh, this is different. Never have I ever left a mean comment on a stranger's wall or photo. No, actually, I'm not a mean person like that to go out of my way to make somebody feel like shit. If you don't like whatever they're doing, just don't comment on it. Like, especially, I feel like nowadays, that's all people do, like, on Instagram. Like, I'll see somebody post about it, like, comment, like, oh, this is stupid, or you're not on my stuff, thank God, but I mean, just, like, on more of, like, higher social media, like, pages and stuff like that. Like, they'll be like, oh, why would you wear this, or did you look ugly, or just weird, or whatever the case may be. Like, I literally stopped to think to myself, I'm like, you went out of your damn way to hit that fucking comment button, to start typing, to start probably thinking of what you were gonna type, then hit post or something, like, when you could have just either deleted it, blocked it, gone your whole nother damn route with it. Like, what are you doing? It just, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I really don't understand why somebody would just go out of the way for that. Like, what are you doing? Like, don't waste your time. Fuck. Ooh, let's see. 7 interesting about me questions. Let's see. Do I think that women and men can just be friends? I do actually. I do think that they can just be friends. At some point it can probably get weirder for one or the other person, just because like seeing like real life things and then movie things, at the end of the day it's always that it's either one or the other that kind of starts catching feelings for somebody else. But I mean, if you keep your relationship at bay, like even on Instagram I'll see some like best friends or just guys and girls, like, and they can stay that way, like they can get another girlfriend and they still be friends. Like that's dope. Like I think you can, yes. If that answers my questions, yes, I think you can. Do I take leftovers home when I eat out? Hell yes. What the hell? If I didn't finish my food that I paid damn $20 or damn dollars for just the meal and I didn't finish it, I'm taking it home with me. What kind of dumb question is that? You wasteful ass people? Damn. Y'all got money to blow like that? I don't know what you're doing. Let's see. What's the most complicated thing I've ever tried to cook? I feel like, not gonna lie, cooking is not like my biggest greatness. Nick rocks at cooking, so I mean that's one thing I don't ever have to like struggle or worry about. Like, am I gonna eat something good today? Like, Nick's making it, yes. But I feel like anything that I try to make, it just, I end up doubting myself. Even if like someone says, oh, this tastes good, like I feel like they can be lying sometimes. But I don't know, the hardest thing I've had to make, the hardest thing I had to make, but I think I nailed it. Fuck, I don't remember what it is. It's like the first thing I made when we moved here, and I had asked Nick's mom how to make it, and she told me how to do it, and I feel like I did it good, but then again, I don't know. Like, I don't remember what it had looked like, but Nick said he liked it, and I actually liked it too, so I don't remember. But it's some type of I can't even think of the damn thing for it. It's like pissing me off now. But yeah, I feel like everything I cook is complicated because then I'm doubting myself, and I feel like if I don't look up like a recipe and if I start doing my own thing, it's gonna taste weird. Because I feel like me and Nick's palate are very different. Like, he likes a lot of like sweet, savory things. I like spicy. Just like I said, it's the whole spicy thing I think that gives it away. Like, if I have something sweet, like I can't, like barbecue chicken, like I can do if I add hot sauce to it. Like, it's just too sweet for me. It's weird. I don't know. Okay, but sorry, I really don't want to make this video super long for you guys, but I feel like, I mean, usually after my lipstick, this is kind of it. But let me see. So yeah, I mean, I've kind of called this like the competed another thing, I can't talk apparently. I'm gonna call this look completed, just because, like I said, after lipstick, I'm pretty much done after this. We got the highlight, a little bit of blush, yeah. But other than that, like, I'm gonna go based off, like, we'll just do like the last couple questions here, I guess, just to give you guys everything you may have need to know about me. So if you don't know about me, now you know, kind of thing. Not collect, but I actually really like, even if I don't use like stationery stuff, like I love notebooks, I love pens, like pencils. I don't know what it is, like as soon as that back to school special was like all out, I told Nick, like, we got to go, like I got to go. Like, every year, regardless of if I use, like, I'll buy notebooks, crayons, colored pencils, markers, pens. Like, I love that stuff. Am I spending time with growth-minded people? If I have to be completely honest, no, I'm not. A lot of the people around me, I feel like they're content with where they are and how they are. I am not like that. I feel like there's so much this world has to offer that it's for the taking, so why not go for it? And I feel like a lot of people don't have that kind of mindset. Like, if they're like, oh yeah, I'm making like X amount of money, I'm like, yeah, it's high, but did you know that shit can be like higher? Like, I feel like there's an endless cap. Like, there's not a cap, actually. It's endless from there, like, of what you can do. So to answer that, no, I feel like I'm not not that I'm social, but I don't spend a lot of time with growth-minded people. And if there's a few people that I know that they are growth-minded, like, they're super positive, but it's not that they're too positive for me, it's just they're shooting for the stars without a plan, if that makes sense. What are the things that stand between me and complete happiness? That's another easy one off the bat. It's definitely money. Like, if I didn't have to go to work and freaking have school for free and be housing for free, I'd do it, but I can't. I got to go to work, be able to make rent, and manage to find time to, like, go to school and things like that. So that's just, it's money, honestly, with everybody. Like, what is my philosophy in life? Ooh, I feel like a lot of people kind of know this, like, especially, I feel like, well, no, my philosophy is, like, and I tell this to everybody, like, I feel like this is how I was raised, like, by my mom, and I'm grateful for it, because it's good to have it. Like, my philosophy is, like, if you want it, go get it. And I literally learned that at a young age. I remember, like, straight jumping into, like, as soon as we moved to the Menifee area, I think when I moved, I went into 6th grade, and out there was completely different than living in Paris. Like, everybody had, like, cell phones, and I'm like, oh, I want one. And I remember asking my mom. My mom was like, I'm not gonna get your cell phone. She goes, and that's where it started. She goes, oh, you want to go cell phone? Go get it. So I do, like, side mini jobs, like babysitting or just, like, random things, helping my uncle. And then obviously I saved up, bought a phone, able to do, like, my monthly payments and stuff like that. And then from there, it just kind of, like, grew on, like, oh, I want this, let me go save up for this, save this. And then it just kind of flourished from there. Like, everything, like, even to this day, like, now I'm like, oh, I want this computer, or even the cell phone. I mean, like, Nick bought me both those things, but anything that I see, like, I want, you just go get it. It's a simple concept. I mean, yeah, it's gonna take time, but it's gonna be yours. So there you go. Let's see. Am I a pleasant person to be around? I like to say yes. I'm not a very rude person. I let you be who you want to be. I'm not judgmental, because obviously I don't want you to judge me. But if you're doing that, then expect that in return. It's pretty much like everybody says, like, oh, treat your others how you want to be treated. If you're coming off on me a certain way, just know I'm going to rub back the same way. Probably worse, just to get you a hint. Other than that, I think we're gonna end off here. So, thank you all for watching, obviously. Sorry that this video was long. I just feel like I was trying to get it out there, but I feel like there's some things I threw out there that was not necessary. But you got to know them either way. So, yeah. Other than that, stay tuned for the next video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share with those who you feel like should know me, and I'll be happy to tell them all about myself, of course. And yeah, so I will catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and bye.